How to document a door. Menemsha has given you door diagram sheets that you can use to document the door. A little bit more easier to facilitate this. First step that we do when we document a door will be to put the diagram sheet, tape it up to the door so it shows properly. You will actually look at the door and you will start taking dimensions for the correct door swing. If you notice, this door swings out, and we're looking more on this situation here. So what we're going to do right off the bat, we're going to say cross that out. That way we don't write the dimensions in the wrong spot, and we guarantee that we're taking dimensions in the same location every single time. So what do we do next? Well, we start going through the dimensions. All right, we're going to start with, since we're on this side of the door, dimension B. We're going to shoot to the wall first and foremost. So take it from the door frame and shoot right back to the wall. You put that dimension. You can put it in feet and inches and in the field, but realize we do need inches once you submit the drawing to us. Another dimension, if there's an obstruction, back to the obstruction. In this particular location, we actually do not have an obstruction, so we can write 10 foot 3 inches, and when we talk, just put wall as the obstruction. We're going to continue and take dimensions on every single one of these. So we're going to take from the jamb to the wall, which is C, 4 inches. And again, we don't have an obstruction close to there, so to walls 4 inches, nearest obstruction is wall. We're going to take the door, the clear door dimension, by measuring from the inside face of jamb to the door. So we'll write that dimension in the clear dimension. We would take the dimension from the opposite jamb to the wall. And although this is a removable obstruction, I'm going to use this as an example, and it will take it to the nearest obstruction. So to the nearest obstruction, we have 2 foot 4 inches, and I'm going to write boxes. And then to the wall, 9 foot 6 inches. You notice we also do need to take slopes here, and we'll do need to slope. We'll need one in the path of travel. So we'll take this dimension, which is 0.5%, and we'll take the opposite dimension, 0.3%. And then we will take the other side of the door, same, 2.1%, and the opposite, 0.4%. We would continue taking all the dimensions on this side of the door, just as we did on the opposite side of the door. With the sketch, first thing you gotta do when you get into place is actually sketch out the building, and you will assign this a door number. And that door number should appear on your sketch of the inside place as well. Features and what we're supposed to document. In the door feature section, we have items that we need documented for every single door. We're going to start with the first item on this list is the door pressure. To measure the door pressure, we would have to have the door closed. We would take our door pressure gauge. There is a little ring that we pull all the way down to the bottom. We'll go to approximate location where you open the door naturally. And you will start pushing the door until it gives. That is your reading for the door pressure. I'm gonna do it one more time just so you guys can get the gist of what we're doing here. Again, we're gonna move the ring all the way down to the bottom. Go to the center of the handrail and push until the door opens. Do not jam it. As you notice, it was a nice gentle push that I used. So from there, you'll see door pressure, and this is about 3 pounds. And then we'll go to the next step, which is time the door takes to close. Inside your kit that you guys received, you received a nice little gauge that you can use for the timing for the door closure. If you open the door, double check what you're looking for. This is automatic time door takes to close from a 90-degree angle. You will position the door so it says 90 degrees. And if you want to know what I'm looking at, it says right here, place edge along floor. This is the 90-degree mark. You're going to put that edge right on there, and then you're going to close the door, and you're going to count. Use your phone to time it if you want to be more accurate. And 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. About 5 seconds to close the door. Automatic door pressure opener. That's if you have an automatic door. Typically you'll have a button on the wall, maybe placed out somewhere else. You would have to take the pressure, use your door pressure gauge, just as we did on the door, and you would test how much pressure it would take to activate that button. One of the other information we're looking for is what type of door do we have. We actually give you some options here. It's a swing door. A sliding door, slides closed, open and done. And a folding door, folds when it opens. So we'll check that. Door material. This door is glass and aluminum. So I'm circular glass and aluminum. Fire rating. Fire rating. What we're going to look for is a tag on either the inside of the door or on this part of the door. And sometimes they put the tag on the inside face of the jamb. Make sure that you do look for that tag every single time for fire rating. That's where you get your code. And this door is not applicable because this door is not fire rated. Closer type. This door has an automatic closer. Actually, this one's a floor mounted one. Excuse me. I do apologize. You see the closer's on the floor. Next, we're going to look at the hardware on the pull side, or this will actually be the push side because I have to push my way out the door. If I had to pull my way out the door, this would be a pull side. But we're going to look at this door as a push door. So the hardware type on the push side is a loop. Just happens to be the hardware type on this door is also a loop, so I can check that off as well. The lock type is a key lock, as you can see here. And that's the information that we're looking for you to fill out on the door features. Door elevations. What we're looking for door elevations here. We're going to look at the push and pull of the door and measure every item that we have shown on this drawing. We're going to start with the seal height of the adjacent glazed window. This window happens to be a full height window, but we still want to document it. So we're going to come down here and just measure the height, which is 1.5 inches. And we'll document it on a sheet. We're going to measure the kick plate or the continuous smooth surface. The next information that we're looking for is the closer height. This does not have a closer that we're going to be measuring, so we can just put NA. Vision panel, there's no vision panel, so we can put NA. Height to center line of our hardware, so we're going to do the height to the center line of the key lock, so we can go and then the height from the center line of the handle. Measuring signage at a door. When we're measuring signage at the door, we have particular information that we're looking at. We go back to our door diagram. We'll see the first thing we have to measure in plan from the center line of the sign to the jamb of the door. So we're going to go and measure to the center line. It's about 6 inches. And this will be on the push side of the door, push strike side of the door. So we're going to put 6 inches in the push strike of the door, because it's the push and the strike side. We're going to measure the distance from the bottom of the ISA sign to the finished floor. So from the bottom of the wheel with the ISA sign to finished floor. From the bottom of the pictograms, which is these items, to the finished floor. And from the bottom of the braille to finished floor. And that's how we're going to do the same on the reverse side of the door on the push side.